Hello there, Comic Clan, and welcome to Let the Good Times Roll, the D&D session of Comics and Across, the greatest streamers you've never heard of. Nitro, of course, can't help but show off his new merchandise he is very happy with.
I have to.
Run D&D shirt.
Very nice.
But thank you so much for joining us here tonight as we are back. We are back here with the Keep on the Borderlands Session 3. We are back again. If you have joined us for our last two sessions, we've actually had some pretty successful fighting going on. Last week, we pretty much spent 3 hours in a fight with 4 of us against 15 kobolds, and we tore them down, man. We ripped the place apart. And I'm pretty proud of that fight. It was touch and go a couple of times, but we did pretty well. But thank you so much for everyone who's joining us. If you have missed out on those previous sessions, and there are links to go and check them out wherever you get your podcast from, or on our YouTube channel for Let the Good Times Roll, where you can catch up with everything that's been going on so far. Excuse me, I am going to hand over, of course, to the man of the hour, our amazing Dungeon Master, Mr. Tom Leveen, to kick it off with our brand new session.
First order of business, Nitro needs to take 5 points of damage for wearing that shirt. So nerdy. It's so nerdy it makes my little nerd heart sing, so I need to punish you for that.
I'll take it.
Okay, but you heal it right back. That's worth it, isn't it?
Sweet. It's like a good slap, and then they pull them up, dust them off. I got it.
No, that's pretty awesome. I really admire the commitment, and I'm hoping at some point when I have money again to purchase my own slew of D&D shirts. I'm running pretty low at the moment, so good choice. So yeah, quick little recap. Last week, last time we were together went pretty well. You guys came in guns a-blazing, so to speak, and tore through no less than 15 kobolds, and just absolutely crushed those guys. Now, you took some damage too, as I recall. According to my notes, there was definitely some blood drawn on the party's side of things, but nobody actually went unconscious, nobody went down, nobody needed to be rescued, so that's pretty impressive. And as we were discussing before the show began, that just tells me, oh good, I can move my needle up a little bit higher for next time and really start kicking your face. That'll be awesome.
Great.
Now, according to my notes, it looks like you had chosen to take a long rest right here in the room with the blood and the kobolds. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, because we were use up everything. So
yeah. So while an incredible fight with the kobolds, it didn't come cheap or free or easy. It was fought. You definitely had to put some muscle in there, and that's what makes it fun. So good job. So I'm going to allow the long rest. If you've got your D&D Beyond characters up there, you can go ahead and start fixing all your spell slots and hit points and things like that. Let me just make sure that I know what I'm doing on that front. I believe I do. But let's make sure so we don't get a bunch of letters from people and saying, you didn't do that right. Because that would be awful. We're all learning. So as you're doing that, as you're updating your sheets, if you haven't done that yet, I will tell you that at some point towards the end of your 8-hour rest, and we're just going to go ahead and presume, people took watches and things like that. The game has some very specific rules about that for now we're not going to worry too much about because, for as many hours as we have played together, we are still altogether very new at this. So I don't want to make it I don't want to be a rules lawyer, as they call it. I'm more interested in telling the story. So as we develop the game and as we develop as characters and as players and as a DM, we'll start slowly integrating more and more specific rules. For right now, not going to worry about it. You took the rest. That's good enough for me. I'll presume somebody was posted. You took turns taking guard and all that kind of good stuff. You will notice, though, at the end of your 8-hour rest that you've just been hanging out in this cave that previously was full of kobolds trying to kill you, and it's been strangely silent. Not like silent, but quiet. Like why? Like no one, whoever was on guard, like no one raised an alarm. Nobody woke you up to say, hey man, somebody just peeked around the corner. Hey man, I just heard something around. None of that happened. So by the time you're getting yourselves together at the end of the 8 hours, that should be kind of weighing on you a little bit. It's a little strange that nothing happened. So I'll let you play with that for a moment, and then you can talk amongst yourselves about your next plan of action. And as a reminder, the direction you are currently facing west, in this, which is not indicated on the map at the moment. So you can ignore the map there. But you are facing west, which is the way you came from. That's as far as you can tell, and I believe you've already searched the room pretty thoroughly. Came away with some nice treasure. I think there was some cloth that was worth some money, some things like that. Hopefully somebody's keeping track of that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So in order to exit the way you came, you will be heading west. However, there will be a turn, and you remember this if you didn't write it down. As you travel west, you will come upon a turn to the north, which will now be on your right. You have not explored that direction yet.
Okay.
So, while I look some stuff up, I'm going to turn that over to you, and as characters, you can talk amongst yourselves about what your next plan of action is going to be.
All right.
What do we want to do then?
So do we want to do the right? Do we want to go back outside? And what do we want to do?
Well, it is a little concerning that it's too quiet, and that could be two things. If there's nothing else in here, or it can mean that we've alerted their presence and they're just kind of leaving to build strength somewhere else.
Yeah.
Either way, if we go down the other way, is it really worth it?
Yeah, but at the same time, we don't want to not go that way and miss out on something.
Yeah, because I mean the goal.
How about Sunday? How about we just kind of hold up here for a minute and someone goes and maybe scouts down the hall? Since it's been quiet, it's very unlikely there's someone down there.
So
see if there's anything of interest. If there is, come back. If not, we can head back out.
There you go, so we don't all have to go down.
Yeah, so we don't just move down that way if it's just going to be another dead end with nothing down it. Like someone can just go scout, come back. If it's nothing, we leave. If there's something, we can all go.
do we want to do that with somebody that has dark vision? I would assume that would be.
I'm guessing
beneficial.
Adrik is,
Well, I was actually thinking Vadania. She's a bit more of the stealthy one.
I was thinking that as well.
She may be the
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You like head down there. It's like if there's any danger, chances are she's the one that can evade it without being seen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
In this room
I'm
that
more
we're in,
discreet.
are there any other exits other than where we came in?
You
That we can
have, I
see.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the last session, everyone searched the room
Right.
for traps and everything while you were searching for the things, and you have not encountered any other way out of this room. Seems to be a dead end.
Okay. So yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think that's a good idea, Adrik.
Yeah.
Environment. Alrighty, let me just how I named
I think your camera went out, Tom.
again.
Yeah.
Dang, this has been happening lately. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with that guy. Let's see. I don't know why. Try that. I've noticed lately, just like the slightest little touch will shut it down for some reason. So, okay, I will return.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's see.
So we're gonna go back the way we came, or Vadania is gonna go back the way we came, and try to sneak.
Yeah, so just out the room and then down the hallway the other direction.
Yep.
Okay.
So okay, so we're sending Vadania out there by herself.
Yeah.
Do we want anyone to go with her?
Well, I was thinking the whole thing is like she's
Stealthy.
quiet, stealthy one. So like, if any of us go with her, we're just like.
Yeah, I have a -1 in stealth because I'm a Dragonborn. I'm not really supposed to be
Yeah, the
stealthy.
blue Dragonborn might give us away a little bit if it goes. They're a little bit noticeable.
Just a wee bit.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Do you feel comfortable going by yourself, Vadania? You feel good?
No, but I don't think that it's a bad thing.
All right. Let's do it then. Let's send her to her death.
If something happens, either come and get us or yell down the
Right
hall.
here.
Whatever.
Say that again, Cross.
It was nice knowing y'all.
All right, let's go ahead and have that stealth roll. So D20 plus 5.
All right, that means I got a 16.
16, not too bad. All right. So you're familiar with this tunnel. It's dark. I believe there were torches in the walls, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see, but you're kind of sticking to the shadows, going nice and quiet. As far as you know, I mean, the thing about a stealth roll, you think you're being quiet. You know, whether you are or not, we'll see. And you reach the turn to your right. And how far is your dark vision? Like 60 feet?
Yes.
60, okay. So you can see to the end of this, the hallway on your right is a T intersection. Goes to the right and to the left, and that's it. You currently do not hear anything down there. You can see the flicker of the same type of torchlight that is in the same as the tunnel you're in right now. And that is about it. Now, I have you stopped at that corner. You have not entered that short tunnel yet.
All right. Does
What would
that
you like to
mean I should go in the short tunnel?
That's up to you.
I will definitely go because there's nothing here yet.
All right. Do you have any weapons drawn? I mean, I'm just asking.
I have my 2 daggers.
Perfect. So let's do a follow-up stealth roll there, please.
Okay.
Stealth check.
I got a 10.
10, lovely. You reach the intersection, kind of peering around the corner. To your left, which is to the west, you see a door, a closed door. To your right, you see the tunnel continues on for quite a ways. With your dark vision, you can't quite see all the way to the end, but with the torches being lit, it looks like there's another turn to the left. And let's do a perception check.
Okay. I got a 15.
15. There may be some sounds coming from that longer hallway, the end of that longer hallway. And if you did hear something, it was very stealthy. It was very quiet. Somebody's trying to be quiet. So at this point, you've got a door on your left and long passage and turn to your right with some possibly stealthy sounds happening. It's a good 70 feet on your right before you get to the turn.
All right. I don't think I want to go there by myself. Is there any noise coming from the door?
Not that you can hear, no.
Okay.
The door is only about 10 feet to your left.
Dad, I want to go knock on the door.
I don't know. Your friends told you to go by yourself investigating this cave, so you do whatever you want.
I want to see if the door's unlocked.
Okay. So you come around the corner a little bit, presumably still being stealthy.
Let's hope so.
And you can try the door. It's a very simple doorknob, door handle, and it does appear to be locked. There's a solid door. There's no windows or anything to see through. There is also currently no light shining from underneath the door. It is dark.
I feel like I want to try to unlock the door.
Ooh, you're a rogue, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Oops, keep going to the wrong window here. Well, let's see. What is that? There's not a intimidation. Oh, that's no wrong. Oh, that's probably. I'm gonna go with. Let's attack actions. Unarmed strike, bonus action, 2-weapon fighting, reaction. Nope. Another sneak attack, interact with an object. Okay, so I'm gonna call this a sleight of hand check. So you got a +7 to that. Let's go ahead and see what you can do.
Okay. All right. So I think it's 13.
13. Very nice. Let's do another stealth check while we're at it, specifically for the actual lockpicking.
I got a 20.
20!
No, 21. 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as you can tell, you were dead silent getting this door open. You are able to push the door open. It is completely dark inside, but with your dark vision, you see a very small room. It's about 20 feet by 30 feet, and it looks to contain food, for lack of a better term. It's kobold food by the smell of it, but you've got several casks and sacks, boxes, barrels, piles of stuff. It kind of reeks. You can tell that there, if you wanted to put the time in, you might be able to find something that's fit for regular consumption. But at the moment, standing at the door, it's mostly kobold level stuff.
Mm.
You are not inside the room at this point.
Well, I'm sure those nasty dwarves would eat this stuff, but I'm not gonna waste my time.
All right. What's next?
Right. Since I heard possible stealthy people being slightly unstealthy, I don't want to go down by myself until I know exactly how many people are down there. So I think I might turn back and report what I found.
Okay, sounds good. We can put you back in the room with everybody with no immediate problems. So you guys are caught up. This is everything that Vadania saw.
Okay.
Experience.
All right. So do we feel? Obviously, we need to go over to the T and take the right.
Yeah, that's why we just keep heading deeper
Yep.
in. It's not like these caves are all honeycombed and all attached to each other. So
All right. How do we want to? What order do we want to go in?
Maybe the same order as before. Just keep going the way we've been going.
Wait, are these tunnels single file like when we entered, or is there a little bit more room now?
It's 10 feet by 10 feet, so you have room to go shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
If you want. Yeah. For two, you can do two at a time.
what did you have in mind?
I was thinking of maybe kind of like a backwards U shape. Just have like kind of two in the front, but then two kind of back, just kind of flanking a little bit, just to kind of cover each other.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, we can do that. And Eddie, who you want to do front or back? Any preference?
I can go up front with Vadania
Yeah.
since she has dark vision.
And Adrik, you just kind of go on the opposite side of me, so we're kind of in the back a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm big, so I can kind of just take up room, and so are you, and so we just kind of flank that side and protect them. And Vadania has the night vision. You do too, so you won't lose me. So.
Yeah, and
So put the two tiny people in the front.
Yeah. I'm thinking it might be good to have this stealthier person at the front, though, especially if you heard noises and weren't sure.
Yeah,
That's right. We don't want to show ourselves too soon.
Might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
I don't have Vadania level stealth, but I do have +2. So if we need to, I can maybe
It may
roll
be
something.
like 6 feet behind you guys, so like just enough. So if there's something,
Staggered.
you guys come up,
We
up
have a little bit of a.
like a warning, like
Yeah.
almost like a mini scout, but not too far away.
All right, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Wanna try it?
Yep.
All right. So what's your final lineup, front to back?
So Vadania and I, shoulder to shoulder up front, and then Adrik and Oighre behind us, kind of spaced out just a tad on our right and left flank behind us.
Okay. Dun dun dun. Wait, who am I looking for? So as you let's go ahead and have everybody roll stealth. Are you trying to be stealthy? Or you're just like screw
Yes.
it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll a stealth check. Oh.
Oops.
Ooh,
I got an 11.
I got 21.
Ooh.
I got
You should have
7
been first.
17?
Yep,
Nice.
16.
nice.
Y'all are doing
Okay.
great.
Not too bad.
Stealthiest I've ever been in my life.
I
I just got a little lazy because I'm so used to being so awesome and stealthy.
Well, you were very stealthy earlier.
Yeah, you've used that reserve of stealth. You have to build it back up. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%. Keep telling yourself that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Everybody got their weapons ready?
Yep.
Just in case.
Always.
I've got my giant stick, so I'm ready to go.
You've been doing some damage with that stick, though.
I guess that you have. You've been pretty brutal with that stick, to be fair.
Yeah. Just want to make sure.
See, he's taking a lot of time to prepare something. I don't like this.
I know.
No. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Alright, you are presumably stealthily walking down this corridor. And just before the DM would have you roll a perception check, I think all of you are probably going to see this, because all hell's going to break loose. From around the corner, down the hall, a form peeks around the corner and lets fly with an arrow right at Vadania. And we're off.
And
And it begins again. All right.
Yep. All right, off we go. We're looking at but I don't know if it's going to work. Will a 9 beat your armor class, Vadania?
14.
So no. Arrow goes bouncing off, ricochets off of a wall, and lands somewhere behind you, but you guys are all alerted. You hear the kobold equivalent of some kind of swear word, and the figure goes back behind the corner. We are now in combat, so everybody please roll your initiative and let me know what you got.
I got a 16.
I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. Who was that?
Oh. But I add 3, right?
Yes, if it's yeah.
So I have 19.
Was that Vadania?
Yes.
Oh.
And you got what?
19.
19. Okay.
So basically, sorry, the dumb question. So basically the D20 plus your initiative, right?
Correct.
Okay, I got 16.
Okay. All right, Adrik.
same, 16.
16. All right. And who's that leave? Ori.
15.
15. Well, that works out very well.
That might be the
Okay.
best initiative we've ever rolled.
I know.
I'm just gonna go. Here. Okay. So that was a surprise attack, and you guys are a little bit startled. Blah, look out! Off goes the arrow, but after a quick look around, you realize, okay, nobody was hurt. This is game on, and the initiative goes to Vadania. You are about 30 feet from the turn at the end of the hall.
Oh, poop. All right. So I have to decide whether to proceed.
You have to decide what you're going to do. You can also hold if you want to wait. You can hold, but the whoever just shot at you may take the next turn. You don't know.
I guess I'll run after them.
All right. What's your movement?
I
Should
don't
be
know.
Should be at the
Top of your character sheet.
yeah. Should be the yeah.
Oh, okay.
Walking speed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you will be able to get right to that corner and see what's going on. So I'll have you do that. And as you're kind of peeking around that corner, you come face to face with 3 kobolds. So you're like, oh, it's only 3. But then very quickly realize these guys are a little bit bigger than the other guys you've taken on. And they appear to be wearing some relatively, for kobolds anyway, fancy armor. And they see you and go blah, 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 whatever they say in their little kobold language, but you still have an action at that point upon seeing them.
That action be to run away.
Yes, I believe so. You
I-
can.
I want to get back up.
Let me see. Let me decide if I want to let you do that or not.
Oh man.
Yes, you can. You can disengage from them and return back to your friends if you'd like. I will allow it. So that's what you want to do? I mean, presumably they're going to be up here in just a second. But
How far away are my friends?
they are at this point they're 30 feet away.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Because I only have my daggers. I think I'm gonna wait until I have a little bit more firepower behind me.
Okay. Sounds good. So you can kind of like set basically, sort of like get ready for what's coming. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Vadania. Huron, it turns out you are next. Actually, you and Adrik work at the same time, so either one of you can go. It won't make any difference.
Your walk. Okay.
And I'm going to put all of you at this point, the other three of you, we'll just say you're 30 feet from Vadania. But you can't see around the corner yet. Vadania, are you going to let them know are you going to shout back down the hall, or you're just like, all right, and getting ready?
I'm gonna shout back.
Okay.
Do you have an idea what you're facing?
All right. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go the 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe should Adrik go first, just because he has a little bit more attack options.
That might not
or
be.
Since you're closer.
I can try if you want. I won't make the 30 feet. I'll tell you right now.
All right.
Because I'm a dwarf.
Good to know.
I've only got a 25-foot range, so like I'm going to be twist shy. So I don't know what I want to do though. I want to go the 25 feet as close as I can get, and with the attack on me, I would like to use my bonus to go into a rage, and I would like to hold my action for if one of the enemies come round the corner and come within striking distance. I want to use my warhammer on them. So if they come in distance of me during their attack, I want to be able to take a swing at them.
So tell me more about the rage. Do you have to be hit or in combat specifically to do that, or you can just kind of announce it?
I can just announce it as a bonus action I can take, and I just have to announce that I'm going into a rage for it to start.
Okay.
Can I cast Shillelagh as well while I'm up there as a bonus action? Not a bonus action. I'm sorry, as a one of my cantrips, just to get ready for the attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let me make sure I understand what you're doing. So, you ran up to Vadania, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was your movement. You see the three kobolds there, looking surly.
Mm-hmm.
On seeing that, you are casting the Shillelagh cantrip, which is an action, or it's a bonus action?
It is.
It's probably an action.
Yeah, it looks like an action.
Okay, so yes, you can do those two things for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that just to get ready for the melee.
Cool. All right, Adrik, what did you do again? Did you move at all?
Yeah, so I moved up just behind them. I've only got a 25-foot distance, so I'm just shy of the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going into a rage, and I want to hold and ready an action that if one of the enemies comes within striking distance, I'm going to swing at them with my hammer.
Awesome.
So like, when they move in their turn, hopefully they'll be in range, and I can take my shot then.
Alrighty. That brings us to Ori.
So I'm gonna go. Okay, I see Adrik and Horen. Okay.
Oh, sorry, the map is updated. Let me. This is not currently accurate. Let me see about what I want to do here.
So I kind of want to see where I want to position myself a bit.
Yeah, let me, if you guys were... Okay, you know what, we'll make this the corner right here. So that puts Vadania here. Horen was kind of right behind. See if I can...
Okay, I see.
So if they're there, I'm just behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Adrik 5 feet behind, and... Okay, so you were about here at the moment. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to stay there right behind Adrik, but
Okay.
I'm definitely going to ready my my vial, because I kind of want to stay back a little bit but be ready for let's see, is there anything I don't, because I don't think I can do anything. Well, actually, I am actually gonna use one of my cantrips, minor illusion.
Okay.
Um,
Minor illusion. Tell me about that.
So it's, you create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for duration. Range is 30 feet.
Okay.
The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again. If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check against the spell.
We'll say DC,
Your spell save DC. If a creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the illusion becomes faint to the creature. So I want to cast an illusion of myself.
Okay.
Like 30 feet straight, like on the other side of
side of Horen there.
Horen there, and kind of around the corner a bit.
Here-ish?
Well, 30, maybe a little bit to the right, like, and then, like, can I do it like right around there?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you that. This is, let me, one. This is illusion.
And the illusion's like a badass version of me, like full like angry, wings out, just like scary, just illusion. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe it. Just like big, dark, maybe foam at the mouth. Just ah.
Why is that not? Okay. Well, that's our illusion. I don't know why it's not letting me. 7. Oh, maybe was I in the wrong one? Below. There we go. Okay, so here's your illusion right here. Awesome. So everybody sees it though, right? You create something within the last. Yes. Okay, so everybody can see it. Now, you guys don't have to worry about... I mean, I would assume you guys know what this is, so I'm not going to worry about that affecting your gameplay. That's pretty cool. That brings us... And then you're done, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So, the kobolds now see this. So, that looks like they're now... they've all got bows out. They took the pot shot at Vadania. You guys came running. They were like, oh, crap. Okay, so they come back around. Everyone's spinning around, getting their stuff ready. This is all happening simultaneously. They're doing the same thing. They're taking arrows out and knocking them, and all 3 of them are kind of letting them fly, sort of at random. However, here's what we'll do. I'm going to give... Ori, I'm going to give you a... what would be a good one? Let's do... Ooh. Okay, so let me think about this. Okay, I'm going to give you an intimidation check.
Okay.
And... Okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. 12?
12. Boom.
14. Oh, yeah, because I have intimidation. Yep, 14. Yep.
14, even better. The first kobold, as soon as your badass version appears, immediately goes and lets his arrow go, goes right through the illusion and crashes against a wall, which you can giggle at if you wish. The other two, however, are not paying any attention to that whatsoever. So that's this guy, we'll say number 12 here, just shot that arrow and it just disappears into the wall here, and he looks plumb mystified at what's going on there. Meanwhile, 4 is taking a shot at Vadania, 11 taking a shot at Horen, and we'll see how that goes. So, first one to Vadania, and we're looking at it. Oh, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what was your armor class again?
14.
Ooh, that's a hit. All right. Let me go ahead and roll Horen right now. Oh, what's your armor class, Horen?
I think it's 13.
Missed ya. So just Vadania this time. So sorry. But not really.
Man.
That's a hit. That's a... Right. So, Vadania. Oh, 6 points.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's
goodness.
a hit. That is a hit. This particular kobold, so as you're coming around, you're getting ready, daggers come out. You're pretty sure this is the guy who shot at you from around the corner. And even in the heat of all this sudden combat, you get kind of an intimidation factor from him. Like the other two guys are like, oh my god, and they're just firing kind of blind. This guy like narrows his eyes and zooms in on you. It's like, right now. He looks very confident in himself. And that is the end of the turn. We go back up to Vadania. Your go. Probably caught you pretty solid somewhere in the upper body. You can. That's 6 points. You can feel it.
Great.
It's not always about the win.
Would I be able to use my sneak attack? Or am I at a disadvantage?
I don't think you can, but let me double check, because I'm not 100% sure about that. I feel like probably not, but let's see. Because I don't want to say no out of turn. Let's see, what do we got here? Actions, attack. Need to do sneak attack. What do we got here? Alright, but you know how to strike suddenly. Once per turn. Okay, you can deal an extra 1d6 to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on it. Okay, so no, because you do not currently have advantage on him.
Okay.
That is one. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to hit him anyway.
Sounds good. Are we doing, is this the 2-weapon fight?
Yes.
Awesome. So attack action with the light that you're holding one hand, bonus to attack with a different one that you're holding the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack. No worries there. That's fine. Okay. Let me bring up my guy. Okay, go ahead and you know how you're doing this, right?
Okay.
Dagger. So it's going to be your D20 plus 5.
Okay.
These guys are looking at. Okay.
I got a 17.
Ooh, 17 for the first one. Let's go ahead and roll the other one now. Should be the same roll.
I got a 21.
Holy crap in a basket! Okay. Those are both hits. How would you like, before you roll your damage, how would you like to strike them? You can, those are great rolls, so you can describe it however you like.
Oh, shoot.
Means you've got the 2.
And this is just on 4?
This is just, yes, that was what I assumed you wanted?
Yes.
Okay. Just a skosh here to get in range, and then...
Well, I'm pissed, so I'm just like, you suck. So I'm going to cut an artery in his neck.
Surely, I mean...
And then I'm going to stab him in the groin.
Oh!
Because I'm mad.
Ooh, so kind of like a slice and then right up into the old, okay.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm sorry for Nitro. Wife gets mad at me.
It's a family show.
Sorry.
No, don't ever apologize. At least not to me. So we've got this, and you're getting your time. Right. Right. Okay. So for your first one, so go ahead and roll twice. 1d4 plus 3. It looks like.
D4.
4 altogether. Yes.
D4
I'm sorry.
plus 3.
Yes.
All right, so it should be 6.
6. Okay. And the second one.
Oop, that didn't work. Okay. It's the same.
6. Wow. You just did 12 points of damage to that guy.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Yay!
Man. That was intense.
He hurt me. I don't like him.
He did. Okay, so that's going to be hard to follow up. So left hand comes across with the blade maybe sticking out this way, and just a solid slice opens up the veins, the jugular, all this just. And as he's busy trying to worry about that, you're dropping to one knee and just coming straight up with the other dagger. That makes his eyes fly open very quickly as he groans and falls dead on the floor almost instantly.
Nice.
That was 12 points of damage, yo. Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Don't
screaming.
make me mad.
I'm screaming in the background.
That takes us to Adrik and Horen.
Okay. Sorry. So this is what I want to do. So I want to go up in between those two guys that are up top. Before I do that, though, on my way to those dudes, I want to cast Cure Wounds, because I have to touch the person. So I want to cast that on Vadania.
Okay, and is that an action, I presume?
That is that is an action.
Okay. But you are okay, so we're kind of moving and boom, cast a spell, and then keep moving to do where?
So I'm gonna move in between these two guys up here, because I'm gonna. Is that out of range?
No, it's not out of range. I think if you're talking like right here, you're going to give one or both of them an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah, so I need to get out of range of Vadania, because this is the spell that or the cantrip that I'm about to use has a 10-foot radius around me, so that's the reason. It's Thunderclap. Okay,
and is there? Let me see.
So basically, let me see.
Does it specify all creatures in the?
Yeah, every creature within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Ooh.
and they're also knocked prone, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe. No, they're not.
Never sound like it can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range. Other than you, so that would include her. Okay, must succeed on a Constitution saving. Yeah, I see your point. Let's see. So you were kind of. Whoops, that's.
Well, I guess before I do this. Before I do this, like, nobody is going to be able to reach me until the next turn. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Can I rethink the strategy real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay. I still want to do the Cure Wounds on Vadania.
Okay, that's your action.
Yeah.
Go ahead and resolve that.
All right, so that is a 1d8, I think. I gotta figure out which one this was.
Do you have any other advantages, or not advantages, excuse me, bonuses to that?
So 1d8,
1d8
plus 3, yeah. So
cool.
I got basically 8. So 5 plus 3.
Okay, so you get your hit points back, Vadania.
Nice.
Don't forget
you,
to check out
Horen.
Anytime.
Horen, don't forget to check out your spell slot.
Okay. And then.
Okay, so that's your action. You still have movement and a bonus action.
So for the bonus action, since I have Shillelagh on my staff, I'm going to move up to the guy at the bottom, in between him and the illusion.
Yep.
and I'm gonna hit him with the staff.
Cool. So what is this thing? Spell casting ability instead of strength attack. Yeah. We don't know if you can attack him.
Okay.
Spell, and because you can cast the Shillelagh spell as a bonus action, but you still have to attack with the weapon, and you've already used your action to do the
shoot. Yeah, you're right.
So
you're
I think do you wish to take back your movement? Or go ahead and just move up and see what happens?
Yeah, let me take back the movement then. Because
Okay,
I don't want to be,
no problem.
I don't want to be at a disadvantage, not be able to attack.
Yeah. No problem. Okay. Horen and Adrik.
Alright, so I'm going to run up to number 12.
Boom, 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 boom.
And I'm just going to smack him with my hammer.
Give him a nice little tap. All right.
Goodness.
What you got?
I don't want to say.
It's okay, buddy. Come on.
8.
You might. 8? Did you say 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss. Oh well. I just wanted you to
Everything, without a doubt, my first attack always freaking misses. I had a
every
really
time.
good first one and then just never again.
We need to get you some ale.
For what it's worth, I mean, this guy's like, holy, and he's trying to. You're not that much taller than he is anyway. Actually, probably about the same height, because he's a big kobold. And you're in range, so you're making all kinds of noise. So he's probably got just enough time to bounce out of the way of that hammer that's coming down. Which takes us to Oighre. You still have your illusion up. Whoops. Over here. But you are back here.
Right.
I wonder if I can.
So, can you show me, like, if I move up just a bit to get, like, a little bit behind Vadania, how much is 60 feet? Like, what's the range?
Oh dear. There we go.
5 feet.
5 feet? Okay, so
15,
5, 10,
20.
15,
You're
25.
25 right here.
Okay.
So you could get, I mean, that's within range. You've got diagonal on this gun 12, or you could go up one more. And I probably, if you're going to this square, you'd be okay. But you definitely don't want to go into that one. You're probably better off on here and doing
Okay.
12.
Because I was wondering, if I move back behind Vadania and I can cast a spell within 60 feet, can I hit the guy up there at top?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you
All
got?
right. So I want to give him Dissonant Whispers on him.
Ooh, that sounds.
It's
And-
the melody that, like,
Oh.
killed that other kobold.
Yes. Now, will this end your illusion? I thought it said something about.
The illusion says, let me see. You create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. This illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again.
Cat.
So I don't know what happened to that. I guess it just stays there.
If you dismiss it, which you're not doing,
Right.
or cast the spell again, which you're not doing.
Like if I
Oh, yeah,
decide
no,
to move
it's
it.
still
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
It's still there.
Still there.
So.
Just hanging
awesome.
out.
And what was the whispers one?
So you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with a terrible pain. The target must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you don't have to roll a thing. Let me make sure you are. So you came up here behind Vadania though, and you're casting it at 11 or at 12?
11, right up there at the back.
Okay. So with Good luck with that. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen even close. So that's going to land. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, so 3d6. Which one's the 6?
Your normal dice.
Oh, this one? Okay. Gets 3. Whew! All right, you ready?
Bring it.
All right. Oh, 1.
Oh, okay.
4.
So it's 5.
5,
So
okay.
5. And 3.
8.
So
8.
8.
Mhm.
And it's 8. This kobold has, he was knocking his next arrow, pointed right at Vadania after seeing the terrible business she was about with his buddy. Unfortunately, he lets go of the arrow. It flies into the ceiling and just sort of bounces off the rock there as he clutches his ears, falls to the ground, writhing, screaming, and then just when he can't quite take it anymore, blood bursts out of both ears and he lays still.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Wow. Holy. You guys.
I love that
Brutal.
one, man.
That spell.
All right, that was Ori.
Really, yes.
So that's one slot. Okay.
That's not, yeah, armor's not going to help you there, buddy. Okay, so we're going into the next turn of the I was going to say kobolds. It's kobold now. And his move is he is backing away this way, holding his arrow kind of pointed at Adrik, yelling and screaming.
Hit me.
You notice then that over here, where he's standing, is another door, which you missed earlier because of all the chaos of the fight. It's a little bit more inset than the map shows here. And he's kind of almost got his back up to it, holding his bow and arrow out, locked and loaded, yelling and screaming his full head off. And that is his move. Goes back up to Vadania.
Am I able to move towards him and have an advantage so I can use a sneak attack? that-
No, not by yourself.
Okay.
So for advantage, wait, no, not by yourself. You would need a partner to make that work.
Okay.
I will have to double check on that, but that's my understanding at the moment.
Then I guess I'll just move up and
Just
try
a couple,
to,
just right here.
yeah, and just try to throw my dagger at him.
Sounds good. Go for that.
It's +5.
I believe so. That sounds right.
I think I got 13.
13. What'd you roll?
I got an 8.
8. Should be 13. Let's just double check here.
All right, my math.
Oh,
I
yeah,
use
plus 5.
calculator.
Yep, that's a hit. 1d4 plus 3. Wow.
It's paused for me.
His video.
What's that?
Like the
I'm
whole
paused?
thing.
Oh, no. Can you still hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got what?
It just keeps pausing on me, like the whole,
Okay.
like everything.
A great picture of me. Let's see if I can fix that again. Man, tech has not liked me lately. The deal is there. All right, go ahead. You can go ahead and roll your damage. I can hear you.
Okay, I rolled a 10. Or, is that right?
You do 1d4 plus 3, right? For your damage.
Okay, got you. I got 5.
Oh, come on, come on.
There we go.
There we
There we
There
go.
All right. 5. Ooh. Okay. So you kind of stick into the wall, dagger out, throw that. As he's still yelling and screaming, he sees you coming in there. Looks like he's getting ready to shoot his arrow. Thunk, right in between his eyes. Cuts him off in mid-sentence, kind of like the... I assume you guys are nerdy enough to have seen Big Trouble in Little China. And, right? Okay. And so just dead center, silence, and a fall down. Boom, arrow, let's go, flies off into the darkness. At which point, we're going to stay in combat. Horen.
Yeah, I know, right?
So is everybody's dead, right?
The three big kobolds appear to none of the three of them are moving. They are down, and yeah, dead.
Can we do? I'm assuming. Horen is assuming that this kobold that just got Big Trouble in Little China was screaming to someone on the other side of the door. Is there any way that we can use maybe a perception or anything like that to see if we can hear anything, or?
You do not hear anything at the moment.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, so it doesn't seem like there's anybody else in the room. I don't believe.
Where you are?
Where we are?
Where you are? No, it's a very small space, about 20 by 20 feet. Very small little space we've been fighting in.
Okay.
So if there was anything else here, you would see it.
Okay.
Sky. Oh, you're dead too, my friend. Farewell. Vadania is a beast with those daggers, you guys.
Sheesh, dude.
What?
Is
You're
there
a
any
beast
way?
with those daggers.
Is there any way that we can I guess search the bodies of the kobolds to see if we can find anything that we need, or is that even?
Yes, you can. You can spend an action doing that if you'd like.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you do that. While you're doing that, Adrik, it's your go.
Screw it, I'm going through the door.
I'm going straight in. Bum, 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 right over here. Okay, that's your action. Upon reaching the door opens, and it's very... because everybody has seen these movies. Like, kind of right as you're coming up toward it, you get the Raiders of the Lost Ark guy coming out from the tent. You know, so he has to kind of duck down a little bit and sees you. Hat comes off, shirt comes off, he's ready to go. This takes no time, of course, so you can't like attack him while he does it. But you know what I'm saying, right? It's that guy. Only a kobold, so he's only about as tall as you, but he has that presence. Let's do I'm gonna give just Adrik a perception check on this guy.
Ooh.
12.
Well, I will give you that.
Not amazing, but pretty good for me.
I was gonna say that's really good for you.
So we're doing. Oh, I froze up again. You got to be kidding me! I can't do my cool. I can't show you what I'm doing. Is it anything I can do about
This
that?
might be super descriptive.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know what would cause. I don't know what would be causing your camera to freeze like that.
It's just crappy.
And I will be starting a new GoFundMe campaign to get Tom a new camera.
Be great. I have another one. Oh god, now I'm just clicking stuff all over the place. Okay. Hold on. Who's that?
You can still hear you though.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't want pop out. I don't want full screen. I just want to
I don't have any.
see.
Go up there.
Should be behind that. There's everybody. I had a nice little thing where I could see everybody. Nope. Okay. Man.
Come on, I'm sure I'm about to do something super cool and not totally fluff up getting through this door. Taking the food out.
Okay, now
There we go.
Wanna... There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to be able to see everybody. Okay, so letterbox. So you're not stunned or anything. I just want this full storytelling effect. You've killed this guy. Horen's like, cool, let's look for stuff. And you're like, I'm in, I'm going in. And the door opens, this guy steps out. Again, not very tall. Big old battle axe, though, in both of his hands. And he looks right at Adrik and just smiles like, yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Your perception is, despite his sort of intimidating presence, one thing you do notice right away, he's not wearing a shirt, but he has a, no joke, huge gold chain with a big old gem of some kind hanging off it, and you can't help but notice that you're like, ooh, sparkly, right? That's just something that really jumps out at you. And then
I want the gem.
you know, I thought you might want to know that.
I'm going for the gem.
Behind him, let's do everybody else do a perception check while you're doing all that. And then Adrik, you will still get your action, by the way.
I got a 6.
Oh, my friend, you were just rooting around. You don't notice Jack.
I did better. I got a 5.
Oh, you are. I don't know. You're just probably patting yourself on the back for that sweet dagger work you're doing.
Just
All right.
You are
How
in
about
fact
Ori?
in a room.
I have a 10.
10?
10, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Out of the
nobody
four of
knows
us,
much
couldn't
about
I get the highest perception roll?
I was second highest.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm in the back, alright? Give me.
Oh, man. Let me go. I want to go up here now. Let me just get a little bit more set up. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we'll do that. We're going to do that one. And then we're going to do... What should be...
What do you see before?
The kobolds. The gold chain with a gem on it is now.
Oh, yeah, you're going for that gem.
mm-hmm.
You're a dwarf, of course you are.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, baby.
Okay. So that's our scene at the moment.
Can I
have one of
attack?
these guys.
I want to attack. I want to attack.
I want a chance to attack. I've walked up to the...
Yes, you do have an action, Adrik, so if you wish to attack, you certainly may.
Watch as I roll a 5. Come on, something good, please.
Oh!
Nat 20!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so...
Yeah!
You want the gem?
Nice.
The gem gave you
I have
power.
my incentive.
Of all times to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You're by yourself.
So that's a what, D10?
So,
Raging.
well, I mean, this is with your hammer, you said?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So
that
it's
is not how
my
that
rage, I
works.
believe it's a D10, and the thing is +5 to it. Or...
So you're getting, let's see, Warhammer. 1d2, oh yeah, what's the diff, oh, bludgeoning? I don't get it. What's the difference?
the D8, I think, is normal. The D10 is if I'm raging. I think.
Okay, I was just going to ask about that. Okay, so what we're doing with that, since it's a nat 20, you don't have to roll. You get your full damage. That's the advantage of the critical hit.
I don't even need a roll. Just thank him.
Yes. What are you gonna do to him, man?
Yeah, this is all you, man. You describe it however you want. He's, I will
Well,
tell
you
you
see,
right
the
now.
easiest way to get the gold chain off of his neck is if I just take his head off the shoulders.
He's,
Oh, they...
So I'm literally just hammer round, aiming side of it. Taking it clean off the shoulders. I want that gem.
That's so awesome.
So, okay, fair enough. So he comes in and does this, like, come on, and you're like,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Yep, it's true.
I did, and you're like, not on my watch. And so, Hammer, just right dead smack in the face, spins him around pretty good, slowly comes back, and you can see, like, the imprint of, like, there's just a square, like, just indenting into his skull here.
Oh.
Looks at you, spits out a couple dozen teeth, and that takes us to Ori.
Wow. That's a strong one.
Flipping heck, he took that whole hammer to the head and still up.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Ori, take us home.
Alright. Well. Alright.
Look like Dr. Evil there with the cat. That's great. Can you do a little head stroke with him? There we go.
This is it. There it is. Oh man.
Title.
Alright. How many spell slots do I have?
It should say
One more? Or... Okay.
Yeah, because you get 2. Except for
I
your
get 2.
cantrip, you can cast them
I
as
can
well.
cast them as much.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna move up just a tad, so I'm by Vadania.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Blade Ward on me, which is basically just for the duration of 1 round. I have a resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm just prepping
That's-
myself.
So that's just for you then.
Yeah, unfortunately, but yes.
That is fair.
And then, and then my bonus action, I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to Adrik.
Okay, what's that going to give? What does that give him?
It gives. Hold on, that doesn't say that. Hold on, let me look. I don't think it's in there. No. A bonus action creature within 60 communities. A die. Hold on. An inspiration die 1d6. For 10 minutes, the creature can add it to 1 ability.
You cut off. What to 1 ability or what?
Let's see. 1 ability check, a saving throw.
Check.
1
saving.
d4. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Awesome. All right. Jeez, you guys. Man. Boom. Let's try and. I don't even know anymore. Crushing this. Oh, that's it. Oh man. Adrik, what's your AC?
AC 14.
14. Okay. So after his somewhat impressive spitting out of the teeth, he rears back and makes this huge, like just over the. And because he whiffed so badly, you're able to stand there and you're just kind of do like one of these. Like that's it, and it just whistles right by your face because you're cocky like that, and it just kind of carries him around, and he's trying to get his bearings again. And that was his go. So we're back up to Vadania.
Well, all right.
Come on, son, you're meant to be better than that.
It was a big whiff. Man.
Hello.
All right.
You guys
Am I
need to-
able to get my dagger back?
Yes. That you threw?
Yeah.
Let me see. That was over here. Yes. You'll be... Yeah, in fact, I can put you right here if you like.
Yeah.
And yes, you can retrieve that.
Okay. And then, can I attack as well?
Now, I think you now have advantage.
Does that mean I can do a sneak attack?
I believe it does.
Oh!
I could be wrong, but let's
I've been trying to do it all night.
I know.
Your moment has arrived, Vadania.
Maybe. Don't get my hopes up.
I think you've earned the opportunity at least at this point.
Right?
Because you got some blood on them daggers.
Dude, heck yeah, dude.
Let's see. Attack.
I don't have spells, so that's all I got going for me.
But
You gotta go.
You can deal an extra 26 to
Oh,
one creature.
no.
Do it.
If you have advantage
gotta
on
do
the
it.
attack.
Like, yummy cobalt blood.
Yes. Okay. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy.
As in my friend.
Target as in so the enemy, that enemy isn't contested and you don't have disadvantage attack roll. Okay. So in any event, you certainly have it at this point. So for advantage, you're going to be doing this is with your dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do your d20 plus 5, but you're going to
Okay.
roll twice, and then you're
Okay.
going to take the highest of the 2 rolls.
Okay. All right. I got a 14 plus 5.
Okay, so that's, 19?
Yeah.
Your first one, then roll it again.
I got a 13 on the other one.
Okay, so we're taking the 19,
Yeah.
and that's enough to hit. So now you get the extra 1d6, so you're getting 1d4 plus 3 plus a d6.
Okay. Dang. All right.
That's-
I got
Feels like
a
rolls are
4.
to get going.
I got a 4 on my D4, and then I rolled a 1 on my D6.
So 8 altogether. Where do you want to hit him?
Where haven't I hit them?
Well, he's got the big crush thing on this side of the face. You came in this side, so you've got his whole right flank kind of open right now.
I'll just slice him up the gut.
Oh, just unseam him from the nave to the chops.
Might as well.
Might as well. It's not the first time, right?
Right. It's
Thing
my
for
move,
full
apparently.
piston. And he's not wearing a shirt, so he's like no armor apparently, and you're just right
We're
into
just
the
gonna
belly.
make sure that necklace comes off clean.
Yeah, you just unzip this poor guy, which then folds open like something out of a John Carpenter movie, and he staggers around a little bit, and then falls to his knees, gives Adrik the evil eye, and then falls flat on his face as his blood and entrails sort of spill out of him.
Yes.
That brings us over to Horen, who is busy checking for loose coins. Way to go, buddy.
Oh.
No phased by this at all. Just
So we haven't gone in the room yet. We're
You have
just
not
at the
gone in the
entrance.
room yet. And so far, nobody even knows if there's anything in there because y'all blew your rolls because you were busy killing everything in sight. So,
All right, so I'm gonna cast Shillelagh again, because I think it only lasts for like a round or so. So I'm gonna cast Shillelagh as a bonus action,
okay.
and I'm gonna move up to the dead Cobalt
Mm-hmm.
for my movement.
The chieftain guy?
What's that? No, the one
The
that Adrik just killed, or I'm sorry, Vadania.
Vadania, yep. Mm-hmm.
Excuse
And
you.
I
I'm
was
going,
there.
and for my action,
Mm-hmm.
am I able to slowly peel the chain off his dead corpse with a gem on it?
Absolutely.
Nice.
and hand
So-
it to Adrik.
I lift it in the air as it drips warm, dark cobalt blood, and I hand it to Adrik.
Nice. With some cool music swelling in the background, something epic, right?
Adrik, that's all.
Adrik puts it on.
Yes.
Part of me, I'm not going to do it. Part of me wants to make you roll just to make sure you don't accidentally strangle yourself, because
No matter what, I probably would. But
I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so you kind of triumphantly
I
pull
appreciate
that
you preserving my cool moment.
Let's give everyone a perception check.
Oh,
Let me do this while I'm holding my cat. This isn't going to go.
I got a 4.
What do I got?
a 5.
Whoa.
I got 13.
13, okay. That probably actually works out well. As I'm frozen again. This freezing catches me in the most amazing little moments of time. At least I'm not picking my
It's a
nose or
good
something.
pose. It's a good pose.
It is a good pose. I might just leave that one. So Vadania, this actually kind of will probably just make her chuckle a little bit. The thing that you notice is that because he fell face down, and on his back he's got like a belt kind of thing, and you see a key hanging from that belt, and you would probably kind of instantly go, "Oh, I know what door that goes to." So just kind of no help there because that door's already been picked open by you. But there you go.
Yep. Also, the wrap
Now,
around.
so you got that. So that was Adrik. It's your go. You just put on the necklace. The door to that other room is open, but no one has gone in to see what's going on in there yet.
Yeah, I'm going to go in. That's
All
what
right.
I'm going to do before he came out, so I'm going to go back to it.
Okay. Off we merrily roll.
Where did I walk in there? Where did I walk in there?
Hey, you have a cool necklace now.
Necklace. It's either going to be very good or very bad for me.
I mean, you've all seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Backing up.
I mean, yeah. Once or twice.
It's okay. This is a safe space. Oh wait, actually no. Vadania was. There.
Just don't tell your husband, Joy. He's not a Whedon fan.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to be a Whedon fan. That's
No.
we all know that too.
I'm
That
not
is
really either. I just really like the show.
Totally acceptable. You three were kind of in here. Okay, now we've got.
Oh.
Oh, it's a few cool walls in
Okay.
here.
So this upper area is still blocked off, just so you can ignore everything up above here.
Okay.
And this is kind of our little doorway. Let's see, maybe I can do I think I can draw a shape. That's door right there
Okay.
is our door. So the rest of this is walled off. But Adrik, you came in,
Yep, so I walk in.
and you see 5 kobolds. They, from what you can see, they appear to be female. They look fierce, but they're also kind of bunched together, and they are all yelling and screaming stuff at you, kind of making threatening gestures towards you with their weapons, but they are not approaching. You still have an action and a bonus.
Actually,
And you can. I only moved you 5 feet, so you still have
I
some
was going to
movement.
say, if I still got movement, can I move as far forward as I can then? I think I've got another
Yeah.
20 feet of movement. And I'm not going to be able to hit with my hammer, so I'm actually going to do something I've not really done yet, and I'm going to throw my javelin at the one
Ooh,
at the head of me.
nice.
I've got a javelin in my pack, and it's got a range on it of I think 30 feet, so I should be able to hit the one dead ahead of me if I can make this work.
Wait. We did that. Sorry, where'd I go? Okay. And oh wow. Okay, go for it.
16. Oh. We lost the audio as well.
Yeah.
I should. Oh,
There
sorry.
we go.
I'm silly. You can pick which one you want to. Any of them doesn't matter. So you've got a 15, 13, 2, 9, and 5.
I'll go for 2, it's just dead ahead of me.
2. Okay, go ahead. That was a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So 1d6 plus 3. So that's 6.
Where do you want to hit her?
And right in the chest.
Right in the chest. So she's and like throws her back a good couple of feet into this little stairwell sort of area. You said 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
2.
yeah, because she's dead ahead of me, so yeah.
And down she goes. That takes us to Ori.
Nice.
And you probably, from your position, you were able to see him do this. The rest of you are now aware that there's some activity and some other kobolds in there.
Okay. I'm gonna run in next to Adrik, and then can I understand what they're saying because they speak?
Let's check. You might.
Don't tell me they're saying something.
Because I was able to talk to one earlier because of
See if he's turning to be like innocent or
Draconic.
something. That beard.
I was gonna say, I think Draconic will suffice. Let me double check that though. Because obviously you speak Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check here. Yes, you do speak. Yeah, you can speak their language.
Okay. So what are they saying? they're yelling a bunch of stuff to us, and they're kind of cowering. What are they saying?
Yeah. So they're mostly threats. They've got 4 now, kind of all yelling at the same time. Vile, vicious, profane threats about what they're going to do to you and to your children, and how they're going to eat you alive and suck the eyeballs out of your dead skull, and all this kind of
Oh, good. I don't need to feel guilty then. That's fine.
Yeah, they're pretty amped up. But again, seeing you approach, they're not trying. There's nowhere to go. From as far as you can tell, unless there's a hidden door somewhere, there's nowhere for them to go. You guys are blocking the exit. And they're threatening you with their weapons and whatever, but they're not backing away, but they're not charging either.
Can I like? I kind of want to quiet the room and get them to wished. So can I just like yell and just kind of intimidate them so I can talk to them?
Let me see what we can do with that. So we've got intimidation, persuasion. That seems unlikely at the moment. Mr. Deception now. I will give you a persuasion roll. Give me a second to figure out what that needs to be. Under the circumstance. I'm sorry. Did I say persuasion? I meant intimidation roll.
Intimidation.
And let's see, that's going to be versus. So, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, +2.
18.
18. You're very intimidating. Yeah, can you give me an idea of how do you want to go about doing it? You're going to get it, but what's the kind of special effect?
So basically, I kind of want to step forward and just like with like my breath, like I kind of see like my chest is kind of turning blue a little bit. I don't spit out any ice or anything, but I just say silence, and then just kind of with like a little puff of like out of my mouth, just to kind of like almost like a warning.
Okay. That appears to work. They all kind of zip it right there. That was a good roll. And that was your action. Do you have a bonus action that you want to do? I'm not sure if you do.
Because I think since us two are the only ones in there and you already have Bard Inspiration, I think we'll keep it there.
Yeah, see where it goes.
Yeah, see where it goes.
Actually, so with that, we end the party's turn. It's their turn. These 4 that are left. You did that intimidation thing. So I think at this point, they're gonna kind of, they're all keeping an eye on all of you, but they're kind of clustering together a little bit more than they were. You can see kind of closing ranks. And you get the sense that they're kind of preparing for a last stand. They're assuming a last stand. That kicks it back up to Vadania.
Right. Is there a way I could use my short bow?
Do you want to come
maybe
into the room?
Move up? Yeah, move up a bit.
Stay there, or do you want to come into the room?
I want to come into the room.
Okay, so you still have some more movement. Do you want to come down here for a clear shot? Okay.
Yeah.
You can totally do that. Who are you shooting at? 15, 13, 9, and 5.
I'll go for 9.
Number 9. Okay, go for it.
Alright, I got a 15.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright.
Man.
I got a 6.
6. This arrow catches her square in the chest, and it's almost like she's kind of, she's got a weapon out, and this thing catches her in such a way that it makes her sit up like straight for a second, and then stumble back and fall down onto her back. She is no longer moving.
Dang.
Boom. Jeez. Horen.
Alright, I want to move up to either to the left of Adrik. So
Over here?
yeah, if I can. If not, Ori.
10, 20.
I think I can do
Here we
Adrik.
go. You have 30?
Yeah.
Yep, that'll take you right next to him.
Alright. And I think Shillelagh has worn off. So
Okay.
I'm gonna cast that, and I'm gonna throw my dagger at the cobalt right in front of me.
Got it. Number 15. Go
Yeah.
for it.
All right. So I think it is D4. So +2. All right. I got
To hit?
right. Is that not
To hit.
to hit? Oh, I got to roll. Yep. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew
Wow.
that.
Did you want me to do damage?
All right. I got 13 on the D20.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that damage now.
All right, I got 3.
3. That is enough. Dagger catches her in the belly. She drops her weapon. She clutches at it. She tries to pull it out of her stomach, but she can't. She starts screaming again. The other two, they're still alive, make no motion to help as she tries to pull it out, and she can't. She falls to her knees and then to her back, and with one last blood-curdling scream, falls silent. Good night, sweetheart. Hardly knew ya. And with that, we come back over to my buddy Adrik.
Alright, let's see.
Oh my word.
Cool.
You guys are
Can I make it-
unstoppable.
Can I make it to number 13 dead ahead of me?
Can you reach her?
Yeah, I think I should just be able to.
20, 25. Yes, I'll give you that. Boom.
Alright. And then, yeah, let's go with the hammer.
All right, go for the hammer. Hammer time. Did you?
Only got a 7 on that. Hold on, I'm going to use my bardic. 9.
9? You lucky man. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and damage.
The bardic saves me.
Yeah.
Alright. 9. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. All right. Was this just a crash down onto the head?
Yeah, just a full slam down.
Is it frozen again? Man, I'm gonna switch cameras next time. Clearly my camera's not working. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna basically take the head clean off. Just squishes it into some little like Play-Doh looking pulp. And that thing, and as you're retracting, the whole body actually lifts up with it for a second before it peels off your hammer and falls to the ground.
I love it.
You guys are just... And that takes us back to Ori.
All right. So I want to intimidate again, but talk to her and say, surrender now or kill you. Because I want to see if we can question her. But yeah. I think
Okay.
that's what I want to do. It's just try to offer her a chance to surrender because she just saw everyone else die. And we mean business. So.
Go ahead and roll the intimidation.
Okay. $11.
Okay. Yeah. You're staying in place, so you didn't move toward her?
I'll move a little bit. Like,
Like
Just
just
like-
kind of
yeah.
over to here?
Right.
Ish.
Yeah.
So you say that, you watch her eyes, if you guys can see me,
Yeah,
you watch
yeah.
her eyes kind of dart back and forth between all four of you. And you can see her doing the math kind of real quickly in her head as her friends are bleeding out beneath her. And she, after looking at each one of you in the eye, she kind of hunkers down a little bit. She's got like a little short javelin thing in her hands, and she kind of hunkers down, and you see her muscles tighten on it, and then she spits in your general direction. And that's
Alright.
it.
Sheesh.
All right.
I will give you still an action, I think, Ori.
Okay. All right. That's what I want to do. Oh, all right then. That's a strong one. Alright. Well, I guess she gets to Sonnet Whispers again.
Okay. Oh, so that's my role, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh dear.
A wisdom.
That is not. Oh, wow. Okay, so, much to my surprise, you see, how do I describe this? So you're casting the spell, and you can see like her shoulders kind of coming up. You might even see a little trickle of blood coming from one ear, and then her eyes just get really, really tight and narrow, and it's like, your characters may not see this, but as grown-ups, you would understand all like this mom strength, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can see that happening. Like, nope, not today. So she's hurting, but she's there just waiting for her opportunity. Yep.
Okay.
And it's her turn. That brings us down to her. So, who is closest? With a blood-curdling screech, she leaps at Adrik, because you're closest. As best as she can. Whoops, dang it. I imagine this is going to be an abject failure, but you gotta try. Let's see, what do we got this guy, oh, okay, what's your AC, Adrik?
14.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh, just barely, but she got it. Take that. She finds that there's one little chink in your armor as you're busy cleaning off the, smudge off of your, off your warhammer. And we're doing for a total of 3 points of damage. So cut yourself shaving, whatever. But she's in there. But so she screams and just charges in, finds that one little spot, and you're like, ah, dang it! And she's still kind of stuck there with the blade in your, like, kind of between your ribs a little bit. Vadania.
All right, I want to move next to Oighre
Hmm.
and take a shot at her towards her head
With a thrown dagger.
with my short bow.
Oh, short bow. Okay. All right, go for it.
All right, I got a nat 20,
Oh, nice. There we go.
Then you finish it.
and I don't know how I did that.
Is that like number
That's
two? That's like
That's
number
number
two.
two.
It's. You mean like in the whole?
No, tonight.
Play?
Night.
Nope.
That's 2 20s tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I don't think I'm gonna play with you guys anymore.
We're no fun.
No fun with your nat 20s and your crushing people's skulls.
I can't
So-
help myself.
Clearly. So she's got the javelin kind of thing stuck into Adrik. Ah! And you're kind of very calmly taking your time and let fly. She's still in there, and all of you at the same time are kind of like, what just happened? Because you literally hear the arrow fly through the air, and then it's going right toward her, and then you see it actually embed in like a wooden post that's kind of holding up the ceiling type of stuff. And she's still there, and then she stops making any noise and kind of looks over this way at everybody, and that's when, Adrik, you notice the hole that's gone through her skull. You could probably put your fingers in there and touch if you wanted to. And she looks at them, looks back at you. Now you guys can see it. She's very confused, and then falls to the floor.
Nice.
That was
Nice.
awesome.
I wasn't gonna give anything up. I just wanted her to be gone.
Yeah, 20.
She wasn't gonna talk.
And
Nope.
that,
She wasn't.
you are in combat, because cripes. I got nothing, apparently.
So I got a question. Are we able to take, like, within this session, take like a short rest? Or is that a no-go?
I'm not going to give that to you at this point. no.
Okay, okay,
You're like 5 minutes from your long rest.
okay,
Like, if that,
okay,
you know.
Yeah. It was really
So
cool.
no.
okay, cool.
But the board is yours. You are in the Kobold Chieftain's room. And this may help. There's stacks of cloth, battered furniture, stuff like that, blankets. Not really a throne, but like a chair that's kind of ornamental. There's no gems on it or anything. And then, with a little bit careful search, you may find some other things. I assume you'll wish to do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's search the place.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We're going to, by the time you're done, this is going to take a few minutes. You've got the gold chain, which is pretty cool. Doing a whole Mr. T thing going on there.
I was going to go sit in the throne.
Yeah.
Going on the
On the
With
throne
your
with the gem on.
gem.
Just enjoy the moment.
Nice. That's cool. What else do we do here? Collectively, you are going to find another 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
And then each of you can roll 1d6 and add that number to your gold pieces as well.
Got a
You do-
1.
3.
Okay.
I got a one.
5.
Nice.
Apparently the king kept some stuff on his throne.
You stuck
So,
it into the
so we found 50 total.
No, 50 plus whatever everybody rolled. So what
Okay.
was that?
Like a
Five.
7 so far.
7. And did you roll as well, Nitro?
Yeah, I got a 3.
So another
10.
10.
9, so 60.
50 gold pieces altogether
Okay.
that you can add to the kitty.
So do we want to split that evenly?
Yeah,
At the
it's-
moment, you can. It doesn't really matter as long as somebody's keeping track.
Okay.
Yeah, we just gave it to you as banker,
I'm
man.
going to say, I thought you've been banker.
Yeah.
You're keeping it all. Just don't spend it all.
Nowhere to spend it in the cave, so it's
Right?
relatively-
It's true.
So you guys just blew through another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kobolds, one of whom is a kobold chieftain. What do you want to do now? Go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
What is there left?
I want to keep
I
going. I want to kill
can
more
tell you
kobolds.
that, just to kind of speed things along, I can tell you that as you're done kind of gathering yourselves and everything, and looking for any secret doors, all that kind of stuff, by the time you've done a pretty thorough job of the chieftain's room, it's going to occur to you that, to the best of your knowledge anyway, you have seen the extent of this particular cave mouth. There hasn't been anywhere else that you don't think you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
We want to go.
yes, head back out then.
Yeah,
Yep.
head back out to the.
If there's
Right.
no way
Outside.
if there's no other entrances and no other places, then they might as well head back out and
It's
try on
like-
that cave. One down,
So-
nine to go.
Down. All right, out you go. It is. I don't remember what time you came in. It was daytime when you went in. I remember. So it's. Then you had that 8-hour rest, and then some other things happened. So it's probably dark out right now. Beautiful stars overhead. Perhaps a moon, perhaps not. I haven't decided. Or you can't see one anyway at the moment. And right as you come out of the cave, you hear something coming toward you from the west, so headed towards you eastward. Kind of a crashing, banging, thumping, twigs snapping, leaves crunching sort of sound.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who's got my dark vision? Is that Vadania?
Me. Yes.
And
Yeah,
then-
but
And Adrik.
yeah,
And
it's
Adrik?
about-
Okay. So I'm going to stop you there. You hear something coming. What do you want to do?
Adrik, I think you should just at least, or Vadania, look towards that way to see if you
Yeah.
can see any.
I mean, I'll give you that.
Right.
As soon as you hear it, you turn that way naturally. But what beyond that? You can go about 60 feet with your dark vision.
Yeah, 60
Yeah.
feet.
Nothing in view yet, but you are looking in the right direction.
And well, I'll ready my warhammer and move forward towards the noise, see if I can get a view of what it is that's coming towards us.
Okay. Anybody else?
I kind of look around. I want to look around and see what kind of position we're in. Like, is there any like high ground we can kind of get, or
Or is there anywhere we can hide?
positioning? Yeah.
So you've got the cave mouth, which would protect you from any missile type things. You are kind of near a fairly large tree. In the valley, there are lots of stands of large trees. Where you happen to be is relatively clear, with this one pretty big tree that's about 5 foot in diameter.
Okay.
That's about it. Anywhere else, you would be in the clear. Some scrub bushes and stuff, but nothing past your knee.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I want us all to be out in the open, but there's really...
I would rather not split up. Is there? Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way just to kind of stand our ground and but stay close to the mouth? Because we just cleared that cave, so we know at least that cave.
Correct.
So, do we just
wait for the sound to come to us?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like the thing's moving towards us anyway, so it's like whatever it is, we're probably about to find out shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
So I guess the question is, do we want more open ground, or do we want
choke point?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is like,
Yeah.
we'll be back into the cave.
Actually,
it could be cover for us, or it could just back us up into a dead end.
right?
Or whatever this is, and give us no room to actually fight it. So, if it's coming to attack.
So
So
what
we
are you?
towards like the tree and the trees, and just kind of maybe stealthily, at least take.
You can take cover.
Yeah, take cover, like within that tree line over there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Cool.
What do you guys think
Vadania,
about
are you, okay. Vadania, with your night vision, dark vision, are you sticking with Adrik? Or are you hanging back?
I think I'm sticking with Adrik.
Okay. So you guys kind of charge ahead.
Defense.
So we got 2 behind and 2 going up front, moving ahead. So you guys are kind of ready for action. And as you move away from the tree, something does start to come into vision. Your dark vision is kind of basically like looking at black and white for the most part. So you can't really see color or anything. But there is a figure coming at you, but you quickly discern that if it's any threat to you, it won't be for very long, because his face is just covered in blood, and the reason you heard all the crashing and stomping is because he's barely on his feet, shuffling, whatever. Before you even get a really good look at the person, looks to be either human or elf probably, just cannot go on and face plants into the ground about 60 feet away.
Rush over to him.
Okay. Okay. Vadania?
Check him. Is he just unconscious? Is he like fully dead?
I will tell you in a moment. I want to know what Vadania's doing, and if you're telling your compatriots what you just saw or not.
Yeah, I'm shouting that it's. I also shout that it's clear for them to come over.
Okay. Cool, so we got that. So is everybody heading up?
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
one Vadania's looking a little like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go up, but I think we should still keep somebody at a distance, just to kind of look out for the larger scene.
I'll look out. I'll look out.
Because you have a ranged weapon, so
need to look out.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vadania, you're going to stay maybe about 60 feet, 50 feet, something like that?
Yeah. With my short bow.
Well, on the
No
night
problem.
vision, that's actually really smart.
I was going to say, yeah, stay at least 60 feet or closer, just so you can keep an eye on us. As well.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and cast Shillelagh? Is that a...
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and do that,
Absolutely.
just in case.
Yep. Okay, so the 3 of you run up to this person. He's flat on his face. So I'll tell you what you've got, then you can tell me what more specifically you want to do. He's flat on his face. Just standing over him, you honestly can't even tell if he's breathing or not. And then I'll turn it over to you. He's human-sized, for sure, and actually at this close, he's probably human. Ears look rounded, so he's most likely human. Is wearing some kind of leather armor, it looks like. You don't really see any other gear, weapons, or anything else. You probably would see, though, that his knuckles are just caked with blood, all scraped up, and the armor's just beat to hell.
I want to kneel down, like still kind of keep a little bit of distance between him and I, but kneel down and try to see if he's alive first, and ask him, what's up, what his name is and where he's coming from. Or his or her name.
Are you turning him over?
Poke him with your stick.
Oh yeah.
And he takes 6 points of damage. Oh, critical 20.
I mean, yeah, I'm actually gonna. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. with the non-knobby end, I'm gonna flip him over.
The non-knobby end.
I'm gonna poke him with a stick that I just cast Shillelagh on.
I am gonna flip him over though.
You are gonna flip him
yeah.
over. Okay. You guys are terrible people.
He's dead.
Go ahead and since you've got it, after you do it, you're able to push him over onto his back. Give me a medicine check, Horen.
Okay. I got 12.
Oh, but the +3.
Yeah, there was a 9 plus 3. So
9
12.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have to get a little closer, but he's breathing. But man, it's you've heard in your line of work, you've heard the death rattle before.
Okay.
He's going. He will not be here much longer. At which point, his eyes fly open. Not really looking at you, kind of almost through you. You know, that vacant kind of look. And is muttering something about undead minotaur the girl, and then I'll make you roll. Let's do a perception check for the three of you who are by him.
Yeah, more with those vacant eyes because we heard all that talk about this priest and undeads before we came here. So. 12.
12.
16.
16. Horen?
Yep. Sorry.
Thank God.
Drop my dice. I'm just listening to the story. I'm sorry. You said.
With the stick.
You said what roll again? I'm sorry. What was it?
This is a perception check.
Perception. Okay, I got a 12.
12. Okay. So here's what happens in kind of an order as he's saying these things, and it's really, I mean, he's speaking common tongue, but really slurring, blood coming out of his mouth. You can see other wounds on his chest and abdomen. Now this guy has been worked over. Horen, what you noticed, you all three kind of noticed separate things at the same time as he's saying the girl. In addition to all the blood and gore and everything on his body, you see a tear coming out of one of his eyes, or what could be taken for a tear anyway. You two on the other side, while Horen is noticing that, realize that he looks sort of vaguely familiar for some reason, and you can't quite place it right away. But then you realize he looks very similar to the serving woman back at the tavern in the keep, who, when the two dwarves came in, they shook their heads and she started screaming, and she was led away. They look very similar, except that he's a lot younger.
None that she lost.
And then with one sort of like, as you're sort of preparing to do whatever it is that's on your mind to do next, he gives one more kind of cough, big glut of just that black, purpley kind of blood comes out. And then he is gone, eyes still open and looking at the sky. Your ball.
Alright, not to seem callous, but can I search his body?
You
searching.
addiction.
I want to see if he has any information based off of what he just said.
You're looking for gold and you know it.
I'm looking for anything we can use, to be honest.
It's a, wow,
Can I look? Is because he was stumbling around, is there like a pretty well laid kind of trail that he made of where he came from?
That is a really good idea, and at the moment, you can see for a little ways. Yeah, you may, one of you may be able to come up with a, got to sneeze on deck, and it's just not happening. You might be able to follow a path, given the blood and all the stomping around he did. Too hard to tell right now.
I was gonna say it's like
I think we should track.
I kind of went
Yeah.
forward a little bit, like
Okay.
slowly and carefully,
Yeah.
because of a dark vision. I can see what's ahead, but I want to see if I can get a beat on where he came from, because where he came from might be where we're looking to go.
Yeah.
Okay. What else, if anything? Oh, I'm sorry. So, sorry, back over to Horen. No, you don't find
Okay.
anything, and in fact, you find so little that it sticks out to you.
Okay.
Like if you, whatever pouches, coins, weapons. I mean, you probably find like an empty dagger scabbard, you know, and that's it, man. He has
Okay.
jack. I will give you, though, while you're doing that, I will give you another medicine. Yeah, I'll give you another medicine roll as a
Okay.
perception.
I got 14.
14. So while you're doing that, you're able to kind of get a closer look at his wounds. And they're definitely, and just based on your knowledge of anatomy and all this kind of stuff, he's got 2 pretty big puncture wounds in the chest and stomach
Okay.
here, about yay far apart. But I mean, you can almost see like they're circular, like a spear or horn or something
Okay.
got into him. It's not jagged at all. It's very smooth.
So, I'm talking to Adrik and Oighre, and you know, obviously, everybody heard him talking about a minotaur. Looking at these wounds in his chest that are suspiciously placed in circular, like maybe minotaur horns, and I'm assuming that this guy got attacked by a bunch of people and was dealt the death blow by the minotaur. So obviously, I mean, I feel like that's where we need to go. That's our mission. That's where we need to go. That's what we've been tasked to do. So
Yeah.
we need to figure out a way to track him, where he came from.
Yeah, at the very least, it should give us some clues.
Yeah.
Because this guy is like, looks like the woman at the bar. There's a good chance this is our son, and he was with 2 other dwarves that I spoke with that were hunting the minotaur, just like a lot of people do. And he's got wounds on him that are very similar to that. So like everything points towards this is where we, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no doubt, and we need to go on this path.
Yeah, I want to try to follow his track or his trail that he made.
Yeah. But if we're going to start to move out through the caves, though,
Yeah.
because we've heard about all the stuff that was meant to be in this area, especially at night. So if we're going to start moving out, be careful of that.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to start pushing forward and see
Okay.
where he came from.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And this guy's just gonna lay here.
Oh yeah, we should probably bury him.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm just pointing out he's just right there.
All right. So, does anybody know anything about the undead?
I mean, any
I
of
mean,
you
they're
can
undead.
take stabs at it. With well, depending on, I would probably do a possibly history,
Okay.
possibly nature. I mean, not nature, religion. These are all possible things you could roll against.
Okay.
If you wanted to try that.
Okay.
I got the highest history. I got 4. I mean,
I can do a.
I need
I
to
will-
do what I
I
get.
will give all 4 of you one roll of your choice
Okay.
okay.
against any of those.
Makes no difference.
So you said history or religion, right?
Every single one.
History, religion, or nature.
All right. I'm gonna do nature.
I'm gonna do history.
Okay.
All right. I got 20 for nature.
Adrik's gonna do Jack.
I'm gonna do religion.
I got 20 on nature.
20 on nature.
7.
Doesn't
I
matter what
got
one I roll.
15 on religion.
15 on religion. Good. And what was the other one?
I got 10 on history.
10 on history. Okay. So, Horen, it sounded like you had a specific question that you wanted to ask. Is that right?
I want to know if he was attacked by undead. I want to know.
Well,
If,
I want to stop you. Stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the 3. So, Adrik, you just didn't even...
It doesn't matter what I added to. I got an 8.
Okay, that's fair.
I believe
Are you-
we're outside. That's my nature check.
Good job. And you're right, so that's good. So I will give you each one specific question that you can ask related to your current scenario. If you want to tack it on, like, I'll let Horen go first since he had the question. If you want to ask clarifying questions of that, you can do that, or you can ask another question. As I'm frozen, gosh, what a handsome devil.
I don't know.
And if you don't
what
have
to
one,
ask.
that's okay. That's okay if you don't have one. So if you don't, then I will let Horen take your extra one.
Yeah.
So that all said, Horen, the question is yours.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, if somebody was attacked by undead, is there a chance that they can come back?
You would know based on that roll that there are certainly some undead that yes, it could happen. Specifically vampires. That's kind of relatively common knowledge that there's a good chance that would happen. There are several other types where there's a possibility of that. If we're talking your run-of-the-mill zombies, skeletons, that kind of thing, ghouls, nah, not so much. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give you there.
Okay. That's the only question I had.
Okay.
I don't know what type of question to ask.
I think my question is, like, just through history, is there a certain time of night that their action peaks? That they're usually most out, and what time is it outside?
Good question. So, you've probably still got a few hours till dawn, for starters. There are some types of undead that do not like the sun or who can be damaged by the sun. Again, vampires comes to mind right away. There might be a few more. If you're talking just the generic type of skeleton zombies, that kind of stuff, they can operate just fine in the sun. Nothing's going to stop them that way. They're significantly weaker than your average vampire, for sure. Much more common. Their strength comes in numbers more than anything. But as far as a certain time of day, for the lower powered undead, not really. For some of the higher powers, yes, they tend to stick to the nighttime hours, for sure.
Nighttime hours. We have a few hours till dawn.
Yep.
I mean, because I think we have two choices here. We either bury the body, and that serves as like a marker of where, and try to follow the trail during the daytime, and just go back into one of the caves.
You do have a pit that you had to move around from the cave. Right when you got into the cave entrance, there was a pit there.
Yeah.
That would suffice, perhaps, as at least a place to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
And if you stayed in the cave, you would have a choke point. Nothing big is going to get to you through that cave opening.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Just because there was a lot of undead, and we don't know what we're up against. But if you made a trail, maybe we can kind of wait it out and till at least dawn, and then follow the trail.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go whatever the group wants to go with.
Yeah,
we push forward, but I'm happy to wait if that's what everyone else wants to do with it.
Does anyone still have damage, or did Vadania get completely healed?
I got healed.
I think Vadania got healed, but Adrik's got
cobalt.
Oh, that cobalt that
stabbed
like gave you a healing cut.
For what it's worth, I would give you a short rest as you're waiting for dawn. I don't think that's gonna be enough to bring your. Will that bring your HP back up or no?
Let's see, short rest.
Yeah. But I will give you one.
Okay. I'm cool pushing forward. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if we wait too long, that trail might not be there.
Yeah.
If
Exactly.
that makes sense.
So the rests, like, do we get new spell slots with every battle, or do we have to take a rest?
That would be a long rest, as to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
a long rest resets the
Pretty
spell
sure.
slot.
Okay.
So you may the short rest may not even be sort of
It
necessary.
wouldn't be worth it. Yeah.
I mean,
'cause-
everybody's doing pretty good, I think. All things
Looking at your
considered.
thing, it's your breath weapon.
Yeah.
Resets on a short rest.
Yeah, but
Get
I
your
think
spell
it's-
slot going.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just
I
double
don't
check.
get to.
You can still use your cantrips, but you can't use your.
One hour long. I can't understand. Oh no, you can recover some hit points, but it would take an hour.
They can never recover them.
It would take an hour to do the recovery. Yep.
Oh.
How long are we? Like,
We're
what's the plan?
still about 3 hours out from dawn.
3 hours, man. You know, it is only 3 hours. I mean, honestly, I'm either or. I'm kind of okay because if it's only because we don't want the trail to go cold either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we just want to start pushing
Yeah,
forward?
we
Then?
just need to go.
And
Let's just do it.
what about the guy?
Let's put him in a pit.
We'll just
Yeah.
throw him in there.
All right.
No, I want to bury him.
Like bury him.
Yeah, this was a comrade of the dwarves that I spoke with at the tavern. I want to do something a bit more respectful, even if it's just like,
What if we?
even if it's not like dig a grave, but just like the stone kind of like on top.
Got Karen.
What
I think
if we
it's
do it by that tree, the big tree?
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to take the time to do that, even if it takes a little time before we head out.
Okay.
You deserve that respect.
Okay, can I mark the trail somehow of like exactly so we don't lose like that spot as we take his body and bury it?
Yes, that won't be a problem.
I'm assuming all the blood that was pouring out of him. Will
Yeah, but
tell
I
us
just
where he's.
still we're in a big open area. I mean, we could get lost very easily.
Got it. Okay. And with that, we slowly pan back and fade to black as we get ready for our next session. So well done, everybody. You got some cool stuff going on. The great thing about that whole sequence there was the character development. That's kind of the point. That's what you want to do. Figure out what you're all about. You know, what do you do with your dead? What do you do with a comrade? You know, that kind of stuff. So that's very cool.
I think that's the thing. That would have been just a normal body that because Adrik had like sat and drank with the dwarves who had actually went on the adventure with him. It was like,
Yeah.
he couldn't just leave him there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
The honest,
that's actually a really good call. I didn't even think about
That
that.
is, yeah.
the honest truth is, like, I think Adrik would love to have taken the body back, but it just wouldn't be a feasible thing to do with everything that's going on. So at the very
You'd
least,
lose,
give me a
I
rest.
thought about that as well, and you would lose so many days going all the way back, and then come like
Yeah,
be dead.
because it crossed my mind, and I'm like, but there's nowhere to, like, it's not even like, oh, we can sit him somewhere safe here and store the body. It's like, no, and like, Barium's the best option, and then go on the adventure and be able to go back and give that information to them of like, we found him, he wasn't dead when you guys had left him, but he did pass away, and we laid him to rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
And I'm
the final
again.
bit that we can give him is that we avenged him.
Yeah.
I'll say a druidic blessing over the grave.
Nice. Very good. So when we
Whenever
next
we
meet,
Minotaur, head back to the keep.
With your gold gem, man, or your
Yeah.
red gem.
Joe.
oh yeah, oh you have to go shopping. That's always fun. So when next we meet, you'll be heading off down that trail, hoping to see where exactly he came from, and perhaps get a little bit closer to rescuing this innocent child. I wish you luck.
Zero miedo. I got no fear. Zero miedo. I got it here. Zero miedo. Now I can cheer. Zero fear. Zero fear.